Making realistic paper flowers is now an easy and fun paper craft that you can do. I'm going to show you how to make dimensional paper roses using Gill's Paper Blossoms floral design tools. You'll learn how to transform flat paper punch-outs like these into realistic roses like these. The Gill's Paper Blossom punches make two styles of roses called garden rose and floral rose. Let me teach you how to make them. First, let's review the tools you'll need. Gill's Paper Blossoms punches provide the shapes to coordinate to create our beautiful roses. Gill's Paper Blossoms toolkit with 3 tools offers 6 different size stylus balls to mold and add details to shapes. Also, a straight reverse tweezers holds the petals and leaves comfortably as you assemble your flowers. Gill's craft molding mat with just the right amount of cushion to mold your punch shapes into petals and leaves. I'm sure you'll like the larger work area and non-skid surface too. Other supplies you'll need are clear, quick-drying paper crafting glue that lets you set your petals, keep them upright and in position, and gives a strong bond when it dries. Also, ink pads, markers, and pastels will add color details to petals and leaves. Now we're going to make the garden rose. The punch shapes that we'll use are the pear shape, the small pear from the garden petals, birch leaf, and alpine snowflake. Let's start with the 5 techniques that mold paper shapes into flowers. They are shaping, pinching, bending, cupping, and assembly. Place one of the pear shapes on your mat and use the 8mm stylus. Press the stylus into the center of the petal as you move the tool in a circular motion over the paper. This softens the paper so it can be manipulated more easily. As you do this, paper will begin to curl up around the stylus. That's the shaping technique number 1, and you'll use it to form the petals and leaves. Now take the curved shape and turn it around. Center the reverse tweezers over the narrow end of the shape. With your thumb and index finger, gradually pinch the paper around the tweezers. This prepares the end for attaching to the flower base. This is called pinching, and that's technique number 2. Next, hold the pinched end of the shape between finger and thumb. Use the tweezers to grasp the side of the shape and roll it back to form the natural curve of a petal. Repeat this on the other side. See how the petal's beginning to take shape? This is called bending, technique number 3. Let's put this aside for now and move on to cupping, which is technique number 4. Place an alpine snowflake shape on the mat and hold the 8mm stylus at a 90-degree angle to the paper. Press down and roll the stylus around in the center a bit to help it cup up. As you apply pressure, the shape forms a cup around the stylus. Don't worry if the paper creases a little. All the petals and leaves will attach to the cup base, just like on a real flower. The last technique is number 5, and it's the assembly of the flower. I like to work on a non-stick craft sheet, or any scrap of paper will do. Apply a little dab of glue at a time. Since the glue is quick setting and will dry, I just add more glue as needed to keep it fresh. Also, you won't want to glue over the molding mat. It needs to stay clean and dry. To finish our garden rose, I've already prepared 12 large pear shapes, 10 small pear shapes, and the alpine snowflake that have been shaped, pinched, and bent. Start with the cupped snowflake as the base. Dip the narrow end of the first 6 large pear shapes in glue and attach them to the snowflake arms. As we add the second set of 6 petals, offset them in between the first layer of petals. As you get close to the center, start to attach the small pear shapes, gluing them in the same way. To make the center of the rose, use the tweezers to tightly roll the last 2 petals and add them together before gluing them into the center. Our rose needs some leaves, so I'm going to punch 4 birch leaf shapes. Use the 8mm stylus to shape the leaves by pressing down with a circular motion as we did in technique number 1. Then use the 1mm stylus to add veining to each leaf. These little details make your flowers look so real. Now dip the end of each leaf into glue and attach them around the base of the flower to finish the assembly. There you have a garden rose. And now this is the floral petals punch. It makes a ruffled casual rose. The punch has 4 graduated sized petals and I punched it 6 times. Then we'll use our techniques to shape, pinch, and bend all the petals. Now cup your base and assemble just as we did the garden rose. There you have it, a beautiful garden rose and a floral rose made with McGill's Paper Blossoms punches, molding tools, and 5 simple techniques. And look what I've created with these 2 different roses. This beautifully decorated gift box. Wouldn't you like to have this beautiful topiary at home? Decorating a picture frame makes it really special. Your cards will be keepers. Your creative possibilities are endless with McGill's Paper Blossoms floral design tools, and you'll enjoy the satisfaction of making your own custom flowers. You can review these techniques and see more project ideas at mcgillinc.com. Now you can create a whole garden of paper flowers with McGill's Paper Blossoms floral design tools. Just punch, shape, and assemble.